Hey, what's up, guys? So yes, Jay Wink is here with two more reviews for The Flash. So yeah, so like I said in the last video of Agents of Shield, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to, get the videos out as quick and early as I'd like to, but I'm getting them out now, and I will be getting them out ASAP. So yeah, but who cares about that? Let's talk about the new episodes of The Flash. So back to normal and Rupture. Sorry, I had to read the titles on this TV there. But those two the new. Okay, so we'll talk about the back to normal was a very interesting episode because this is the first episode we've seen Barry without a Speed Force since the series finale. Because it's been it's interesting to see what is going to happen now. Because we were all wondering after that week what will happen, to Barry because he doesn't have a Speed Force anymore. Is he gonna get killed, or well, we know he won't get killed, but will he, get injured really bad, or blah 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 blah. And so he comes up against this foe that ages really bad, and he comes into contact with him after Harry is captured by him because he's going to look for his daughter Jessie. And so then he gets captured by him, and then hell breaks loose pretty much. So I thought it was very cool, and I also did like seeing Barry have to fight this guy when he gains kind of strength, but through the strength he gains, he becomes older, and it's just like that, and it's weird. It's like, ooh, it's interesting and it's cool to see, and I really did like seeing that. So it's definitely an interesting episode, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought definitely the whole character development with how everything went on with Barry having to deal with him not having his speed, and kind of it was just, I thought it was very interesting, and it was just very cool, and I'm glad that they in this episode they kind of really did kind of bring it out, like Barry he's going to do what he needs to do to become the Flash. He's going to do what he needs to do to be, who he needs to be, and protect the people, and just do what he needs to do and become an ultimate hero. So that's Barry right there. But and I definitely think they do play that up a lot, and that's good. But definitely I want to talk about the new episode. So definitely I'd give that episode 4.5 out of 5 winks, because it was a good episode. I thought it was a good substantial episode. But let's talk about Rupture, shall we? So Rupture was the newest episode of The Flash that came out this past Tuesday, and oh, was that pretty cool. So, and also some other things that went on during, sorry if you guys couldn't hear me, that happened in Back to Normal was that, Caitlin escaped Zoom, but, then with the help of Killer Frost, but then Killer Frost was then killed because, he couldn't, he didn't want to keep her around since he had Caitlin, such and such, but definitely thought that was pretty cool, and it was really interesting to see those two interact with each other, but moving on. So seeing that what was I gonna say? So in Rupture, it was an interesting episode because now Barry is pretending to be the Flash. A little image is going around, and he's running on the treadmill, and it's it's helping stop people, and him and Cisco have to come up with new ways to stop, how to stop these crimes, without people figuring out that he is not really there. So it's very interesting to see that, and also it is also a very good character episode because we also learn that it is very good because Barry is troubled with a question throughout the entire episode, because in the last one, Harrison Wells promised him that he would get him his Flash back and, his Speed Force back, and the only way to do that was by creating the particle accelerator again. So it was definitely interesting to set up, like, ooh, what are they going to do for that? And definitely in this episode, they did not disappoint by doing that because, they might have, just some people, but definitely throughout the episode, it really did show how Barry dealt with it. How he talked with these 3 different type of father figures that he had. He had he had Harrison Wells, who was like, "Dude, you need to do this. You need to do this," and both kind of Joe and his real dad are kind of in the same vein, but his dad doesn't want him to become. His dad wants him to he doesn't want his son to die, and so And Joe wants him to do what he wants to do, you know, and it's kind of that thing, like, it is all Barry's choice, and kind of throughout the series, we've kind of learned that once Barry sticks his mind to something, he isn't going to change that. So, it is definitely an interesting thing, you know, for, you know, well, for the character to explore. It's very interesting to see Barry have to overcome this and have to decide what he has to do. But it's too late because Cisco has a vibe, seeing that his brother and his you know, and he sees his brother, and he's like, "Oh, I need to watch him," but is actually his doppelganger brother from Earth 2. So it's very like, "Oh, so that's what it was." But Cisco and Barry have a plan. So then they take him down, and then Zoom is pissed, and Zoom comes with a vengeance, and he takes over the whole police department building, and it's his territory. Except that happened, you know, during, you know, I don't remember his name, but during Cisco's brother's attack, you know, during his attacks and stuff. And it was very cool to see that, you know, how he had to change stuff up and how they had to incorporate the new way of having to stop these guys. So definitely did like that. But, and then the big shocker at the end of the episode ultimately was when Barry's like, "We need the particle accelerator. We need to do this." And it's like, ooh, what are we going to do? And it was also cool that Zoom, well, sorry to go off topic, but it was also cool to see Zoom kill, you know, Cisco's doppelganger brother. But definitely very interesting. But the best part of the episode was at the end, where we see Barry gets shocked by the lightning when they redo the particle accelerator again, and then gone. He's dead. It's just like, whoa. And it's also very cool because we kind of saw a parallel with Hunter Zolomon, with, you know, with Zoom being in Barry's work lab, in his lab, or I believe it was his lab, or some window, seeing the particle accelerator go off again. You know, it's just like, oh, you know, a little callback, you know, something like that. And I thought it was very interesting. And then at the end of the episode, he's gone, and his chest, there's not much left of, you know, his costume. So it's just like, what happened, you know? And it's very interesting, and I'm really looking forward to what did happen in next week's episode. But that's about it, guys. I would definitely give Rupture a 5 out of 5 winks. Definitely, really was an excellent episode. Really had a lot of good comedy, and it was really just, you know, an overall good episode, and ended with an epic cliffhanger that kept my jaw dropped for a while. But yeah, guys, that's about it. J-Wink is winking out, and I'll see you guys later.